Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. So today we are delving into the realm of model-driven app interview questions. Whether you are a seasoned professional or just starting in the world of the app development, you are in the right place. So join us as we navigate through the key concept, common queries, and expert tips to help you ace your model-driven apps interview question with the confidence. So from understanding data modeling to mastering UI customization, we have got covered everything. So sit back, relax, and let's embark to this journey together. And at last, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell to stay updated with our latest content. So let's dive into the world of the model driven apps interview questions. Thank you. So here the first question is, what are the model-driven apps? So model-driven apps are the applications that are built on the platforms that utilizes a data model to define the behavior and structure of the applications. So these apps typically use the form for declarative programming to create the interface and the workflow based on the underlying data model. Next question is, what are the key component of the model driven app? So here the interviewer want to know the key components of the model driven app. So key components for the model driven are the forms, views, entities, dashboard, and business rules and the processes. So here the entity represents the data structures, forms, and view determine how the data should be displayed, and the dashboard provides the visualizations and the business rules and processes that automate the actions and the performance. Next question is, how do model-driven apps differ from the Canvas app? So model-driven apps are primarily driven by the underlying data model, whereas Canvas app provides a more flexibility in designing the interfaces from the scratch, where we can use the drag and drop features. Model-driven apps are the more suitable for complex business applications with the structures data. What is the role of entities in the model-driven apps? So entities in the model-driven apps represent the different types of data that the application manages. So they define the structure of data and the relationship between the different types of data. How do you define relationship between entities in a model-driven apps? So relationship between the entities are defined using the lookup and the relationship fields. So these fields basically establish the connections between the records within a different entities, and that enable the users to navigate that is related to the data easily. Explain the concept of forms and views in the model-driven apps. So forms is nothing but it defines the layout and the structure of the data entry and the display, while view determines how data should be presented in the list or grid. And forms capture the detailed record view, while view provides the filtered and sorted list of records. So here forms is basically used for taking the input and views are basically used for the display purpose. What are the different types of forms available in the model driven apps? So there are multiple types of forms available in the model driven apps. So let's understand for those. So model driven apps support different types of forms such as main form, quick create forms, quick view forms, and card forms. So main forms are used for the detailed data entry. Quick forms are used for the simplified interface for creating new records, and quick view form display the summarized information, and card forms present data in a compact format. How can we customize forms in model driven apps? So forms can be customized by using the form designer that allows users to add, remove, and rearrange the fields, as well as here the field can also be configured on the base of the properties, tab sections, and controls to tailor the form layout accordingly to the specific business requirement. Next question is, what is the benefit of using business rule in the model driven apps? So business rules basically allow the users to define logical conditions and actions that are executed automatically based on the user interaction or data change. It helps to streamline the business processes, enforce the data consistency, and improve the user experience by reducing the manual task. Next question is explain the use of the processes in the model-driven apps. So processes in the model-driven apps basically automate the business workflow by defining a series of steps and the condition that determine how data should be processed and how the action should be performed. So processes can be used for the approval workflows, data validations, and other automated tasks. Next question is how do you create a new model-driven apps? So for creating a new model-driven app, you should use the Power App Maker portal and follow the guideline steps to define the data models, design forms, and views. And you can also configure the business rules and processes. And after that, you can publish the app for the end user to make the accessibility. What role does the common data services play in model-driven apps? So here we will be able to understand what is the role of the CDS. So common data service provides a secure and scalable data storage solution for the model-driven apps that allow user to define and manage a common data model that can be shared across multiple applications and services within the Power Platform ecosystem. Next question is how you can extend the functionality of the model-driven app. So model-driven app can be extended by using the custom plugins, custom workflows activity, JavaScript, and Power Automate flows to implement additional business logic and integration with external system. What are the options of deploying model-driven apps? So model-driven apps can be deployed to various environments within a Power Platform, including the development, test, and the production environment. So these are the basically three main type of environments. So they can also be deployed to mobile devices using the Power Apps mobile app or access through the web browsers. How do you manage the security in the model-driven apps? So security in the model-driven apps is basically managed by using the RBAC, basically role-based access control that allows administrator to define the role and it can be access permissions to control the access of the data and functionality based on that user roles and the responsibilities. So here interview wants can you integrate the model-driven apps with the other Microsoft services? Yeah, definitely. We can integrate the model-driven app with the other Microsoft services. So model-driven apps can be integrated with other Microsoft services such as Microsoft 365, Dynamic 365, Azure services, and the third-party applications by using the connectors and the API to streamline the business processes and data exchange. What are the options for analyzing the data in the model-driven apps? So model-driven apps provide the built-in analytics capabilities such as dashboards, charts, and reports that allows user to visualize and analyze the data trends. Performance metrics can also be visualized and the key indicators for making the business decisions. How do you ensure performance optimization in model-driven apps? Performance optimization in the model-driven apps involves designing efficient data models, minimizing the number of components on forms and views, and optimizing the query and leveraging caching mechanism to improve the responsiveness and scalability. Next question is what is the best practices for designing user interface in the model-driven app? So best practice for designing the user interface in the model-driven apps that includes keeping forms so simple and it should user-focused, organizing data logically with the tabs and the sections, and using the meaningful field labels and description that optimizing layouts with different device sizes. How can you troubleshoot errors in the model-driven app? So troubleshooting Errors in model-driven apps involves analyzing the errors, messages, logs, and telemetry data, identifying the root cause of the issue, and using the debugging tool such as Power Apps Monitor to diagnose and resolve the problems efficiently. Next question is explain the concept of solution management in model-driven apps. So solution management in the model-driven apps are the containers that allow users to package and manage the app components such as entities, forms, views, and processes as a single unit. Here the solution enables the deployment, versioning, and the customization of the app across the different environments. So by using the solution, you can deploy it into the different environments. What are the considerations for migrating data to model-driven apps? So when migrating data to model-driven apps, it is important to plan and execute the data migration activities carefully, including data cleansing, mapping, and validations of the ensured data integrity and accuracy in the new environment. How do you ensure data privacy and compliance in model-driven apps? So data privacy and compliance in the model-driven apps are ensured through the features such as data encryptions, access controls, audit logging, and compliance certifications such as GDPR or HIPAA to protect sensitive data and meet regulatory requirements. Next question is, can you customize the user interfaces of the model-driven apps for different user roles? Yeah. Is it possible? Yeah. Model-driven apps support role-based customization for user interfaces that allow administrators to configure the different forms, views, and access permissions based on the user roles to tailor the app experience for specific user groups. What are the options for integrating external data source with model-driven apps? So model-driven apps can integrate with external data sources such as SQL database, SharePoint list, and web services using data connectors, custom connectors, and the API to fetch and update data from external system within the app interface. How do you handle offline capability in model-driven apps? So model-driven apps provides offline capability using the Power Apps mobile offline feature, which allows users to access and modify data offline and seek changes with the servers when a connection is restored. So first you can work on the offline mode, and whenever the connection gets restored, then it automatically sync. That ensure the uninterrupted productivity in remote and low connectivity environment. What are the considerations for designing mobile friendly model driven apps? So when designing mobile friendly model driven apps, it is important to optimize form layout for smaller screens, use the responsive design principle, minimize the data entry and scrolling, and prioritize the essential features and access to enhance the usability and performance of the mobile devices. How can you monitor and analyze user engagement in model driven apps? So user engagement in model-driven apps can be monitored and analyzed using telemetry data, user analytics, and user feedback to gain insight into user behavior, identify usage patterns, and making the data-driven decisions for app improvement and optimizations. What are the options for extending model-driven apps with custom cores? Model-driven apps can be extended with by using the custom cores, and you need to use the client-side scripting with JavaScript, server-side code with plugins, and custom workflow activities and integration with Azure services to implement complex business logic and integrations. Next question is, how do you ensure scalability and reliability in the model-driven apps? So scalability and reliability in model-driven apps are ensured through features such as auto-scaling, load balancing, disaster recovery, and performance monitoring to handle the increasing workloads. It also ensures the high availability and maintain the optimal performance for the users. Now, I would like to thank you for the watching this interactive video. So thank you so much for the watching, and definitely your support is very much helpful for me to making new videos for you. So hope you have enjoyed the video, and you will don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for the more content like this. And your engagement is helping us for growing me and providing the exciting videos for you. I definitely appreciate each and every one of our subscriber. And until the next time, take care and stay awesome. Thank you so much.